Hello there everybody, I'm Shada, and I'm going to share with you how I create my covers. Now it actually is very simple. First you must choose your video editing software, of course, whether that be Vegas, Adobe, or Windows Movie Maker. I personally use Sony Vegas 7. Fantastic! Now that we have it open, we will import our audio file. I'm just going to pick a random file here. Let's go ahead back in time. Now as you can see, once I clicked the file, it appeared in this drop box down here. This will usually happen for Sony Vegas products, or any other product in general. Now let's get on to the fun part. Let's insert our audio file into the blank space above. If you don't know how to drag and drop, I pity you. Now let's just give it a little listen. Alright, now that we know that that audio file is correct and that it works, let's get on to the recording. Now the first thing that I recommend is to have a great microphone. Before my most recent covers, I had been using my built-in mic that came with my laptop. Now I have to admit this is not the mic you want to use because it creates a lot of static. Right now I'm using an Audio-Technica microphone that I got for Christmas last year. I just figured out how to get it working, what was it, a month ago? Probably. But if it's absolutely your last resort, go with the built-in mic. If you don't have a built-in mic, then I really can't help you. The only thing you can do is go out of your way to buy one. Christmas and birthdays are usually the best time. And now, without further ado, let's continue. Now take note of this little sidebar over here. This is what you will be doing to, well, record yourself. I want you to right-click and press the button Insert Audio Track. A little track, identical to this one, will show up. Now, naturally, you should push this recording button, and then you won't be live, but once you push the correct button command, you will be. Now, there are two things you can do to get yourself recording. Near the little sidebar, which is off screen right now, but it will be on screen momentarily. There we go! Now, the first thing you can do is that you can push this little red button over here, identical to the first one, or you could do the button command Control-R, which I find much easier and much simpler. So, let's do a little demo on how it should sound once you get your recording working and your audio file. Hopefully an instrumental. Now this is a little piece of advice here that I have yet to understand and yet to actually implement in my brain. You should always, 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 always try to get the instrumental. Only use the actual vocal track if you absolutely need to. Now this is the advice I usually get, and I, being very ignorant, I have not implemented it yet, but I am trying very hard to find instrumentals of songs that I am covering. And sometimes it can be difficult, but Google is your friend. Okay? Google is your friend and he can help you get through it. So always, 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 always get the instrumental. Alright? Alright, okay. Now let's actually do a little demo here and how it should sound. Sometimes I ask myself, what am I doing here? I think of all the reasons, but it's still not clear. To stop recording, you just push Control-R again. And thus, that's the sample. At this rate, completing an entire cover is easy. All you have to do is keep repeating the process, correcting your bloopers, and that's about it, really. But there is one more thing to make it camera ready. And what is that, you ask? Well, it's the thing that makes it YouTube appropriate. You need to add a picture, a placeholder, or anything really. I suggest using the picture of the game cover, if it comes from a game, or the movie cover, or the CD cover, or anything really. You always want to give credit to the original artist. Now if you are an internet overlord, not like myself, but if you are familiar with the internet, all you really have to do is either go on Google, DeviantArt, or anywhere, right click the picture and push save as. I recommend saving it to your picture folder or your downloads. Either way, it'll be easy to find. Now the next thing you want to push is File, and then you want to push Import. Now over here in this corner there will be Media, and you want to push that. Now for Windows Movie Maker and Adobe it's usually just Import, but for Sony Vegas it works a little bit differently. I wouldn't know how Adobe works because I've never had it, but Windows Movie Maker is a bitch, let me tell you. Pushing that video will lead you to your files. Most likely it'll be in the video section. If it's not, it really doesn't matter. Wherever you downloaded the picture, I want you to go there. So I usually leave mine in the... where is it? I usually leave mine in the pictures, which is off screen. Give it a second to load, and let's find the picture that we need. I think I saved it as Can You Feel the Sunshine? Yes, I did. And then you click it, and it should appear in the Dropbox below. Right here. You can't really see it that well, but it's there. Trust me. And the rest is very, very simple. You just take your file, drag and drop, put it above, and you stretch it out for the length of the video, and there you go. It is now camera ready. Now here comes the mildly annoying part. But it has to be done, there really is no avoiding it, and that's rendering your file. I'm pretty sure that every single piece of software like this has to do this. Even Windows Movie Maker has to do this a little bit. And it's very repetitive, because depending on how long the video is, it could take an hour, maybe even longer. Like I know this one will probably take a good hour, because it's nearing 7 minutes now. But you have to do it, because if you don't do it, YouTube will not accept your file, because they don't accept Vegas or Adobe files. Yeah, kinda sucks. Oh well. Now rendering your video is very simple in concept. First you click File, and then you go down to Render As. Once you do that, voila, lots of files. Now I saved mine as sample, of course. You're allowed to choose what file type you want to save it as. Right now I have it listed as MP3, but since YouTube doesn't take MP3 files either, that I know of, we're going to change this to a Windows Movie Maker video. You click the button, and there's a Dropbox. Voila! You go down to the very last option that is off screen right now. But it's there, trust me. You'll see Windows Media Video V9, also known as WMV. You want to click that. You can save it as a WAV or anything else on this list, but I prefer Windows Movie Maker just because it works, and I know it's going to work. So we click that, and then you come here, view these little buttons, and you click Save. And voila, it started to render. This one shouldn't take too long. I minimized the file length, but we'll speed it up anyway. Alright, now that it's finished, you want to push Close. And that's it, really. All that you have to do now is upload it to YouTube. And that right there is how I make my covers. If you have any questions, please ask in the comment section, and I will try to the best of my abilities to answer all your questions. Thank you for taking the 8 minutes and 46 seconds to actually watch this video. If you're still here, I salute you. And thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, please comment, please, well, you know. This is Shada signing off, and have a nice day.